Welcome back to Helper Dad. Today, we're diving into Trading212 to explore how to create a pie. For those new to the concept, Trading212 pies are essentially diversified portfolios. They offer a range of benefits, primarily diversification, allowing you to spread your investments across different assets. Pies also bring automation to your investing strategy, making it easier to manage your portfolio over time. Finally, pies are great for long-term investing, allowing for a buy-and-hold approach. Keep in mind that this video is made in 2025, highlighting the current features available, but it's always important to remember that platforms can evolve over time, with new features and changes always possible. Get started creating your own pie. The first thing you'll need to do is access the Pies section within the Trading212 app or the web platform. You'll want to look for an icon that visually represents a pie chart to easily identify this section. It's often located under the Invest tab or a similar category within the app's navigation. However, if you're having trouble finding the Pies section, make sure that your Trading212 application is updated to the most recent version, that is, the 2025 release or a newer version to ensure you have access to all the latest features. Let's delve into creating a new pie. To begin, simply click the Create New Pie button or a button with a similar function within the Trading212 platform. After clicking, you may be prompted to name your newly created pie. When choosing a name, it's best to opt for something descriptive that accurately reflects the pie's investment strategy or focus. For example, you could name it Tech Growth if the pie primarily holds technology stocks, or Dividend Income if its focus is on generating dividends. Right, let's move on to selecting the investments for your pie. You'll want to browse through the available stocks, ETFs, and any other asset classes that Trading212 might offer in 2025. Use the search function to quickly locate specific companies or funds that you have in mind. You can also explore different sectors and investment themes to discover new opportunities. Once you've identified the investments you want to include, simply add them to your pie. This is usually done by clicking the plus sign or an Add button located next to each asset. Let's talk about defining allocation percentages within your pie. This involves setting the precise percentage of your total investment that will be allocated to each individual stock or ETF in your pie. For example, you might choose to allocate 20% to Apple, 30% to Tesla, and 50% to an S&P 500 ETF. It's absolutely crucial that when you define these percentages, the total allocation always sums up to 100%. Trading212 should automatically calculate the total for you, but it's always a good idea to double-check. Finally, remember to take your own risk tolerance and overall investment goals into careful consideration when you are deciding how to allocate percentages to each component of your pie. Start funding your pie. You'll first need to determine the amount of capital you're comfortable investing in it. Once you've decided on the investment amount, you can transfer the funds from your main Trading212 account directly into your pie. Trading212 offers several convenient funding methods, including bank transfers, debit or credit cards, and other accepted payment options, making it easy to get your pie up and running. If you'd like to automate your investments, you can set up recurring deposits to automatically invest in your pie. You'll need to choose a frequency, such as weekly or monthly, and then specify the amount you'd like to invest each period. It's also important to understand how Trading212 handles pie rebalancing, whether it's done manually or automatically. With automatic rebalancing, the pie is automatically adjusted to maintain your target allocations. However, with manual rebalancing, you'll be notified when your allocations deviate significantly, and you'll have to rebalance the pie yourself. Be sure to check for options to customize rebalancing frequency and thresholds in 2025, as these features may be available. W. Let's move on to reviewing and confirming your pie. It's crucial to carefully review all the details before finalizing everything. Double-check your investments, the specific allocations you've set for each, the funding amount you're planning to contribute, and any automation settings you've configured, such as auto-invest or dividend reinvestment. Once you're absolutely sure everything is correct, go ahead and confirm the creation of your pie. Trading212 will then execute the initial investments according to the specifications you provided. It's important to regularly monitor the performance of your pie to ensure it's aligning with your expectations. Based on market conditions and how they relate to your personal investment goals, you may need to adjust the allocations of the various slices. Don't hesitate to add new investments to your pie or remove ones that are no longer serving your strategy. Finally, remember to stay up to date on any changes or updates to Trading212's pie features as the platform evolves in 2025 and beyond. Thanks for watching. See you next time on Help or Dad. So, in conclusion, creating a Trading212 pie is really just a simple and effective way to diversify your investments across different stocks or ETFs. It's important to remember to always do your research on any investment you're including in your pie, and to keep an eye on its performance, so you can adjust your allocations as needed. Don't hesitate. Start creating your pie today, and take a proactive step towards building a solid, long-term investment portfolio.